OpenAI just launched their new real-time voice models, hitting GPT-5 level reasoning with a massive 40% drop in latency. Voice AI just got incredibly fast.
Welcome to 5-Minute AI News for Friday, May 8th, 2026. We are also tracking a massive $55 billion chip plant from SpaceX, Apple's camera-equipped Airpods, and Bumble entirely replacing the swipe with AI.
Let's expand on that OpenAI drop. They introduced GPT Real-Time 2, alongside dedicated Translate and Whisper models. They are using a new WebSocket execution mode to cut latency down by up to 40% for agent workflows.
That speed is absolutely crucial for building responsive agents. And speaking of agents, Anthropic just gave their Claude-managed agents the ability to literally dream. It is an asynchronous process where the AI reviews past sessions, cleans up outdated memory, and learns from its mistakes offline.
Self-correcting AI is a huge milestone. To bring that kind of intelligence even closer to our daily lives, Apple is reportedly nearing mass production on Airpods equipped with cameras.
Right, but not for regular photos. They capture low-resolution visual information so you can ask Siri about your surroundings, like identifying ingredients on your counter or getting walking directions based on what you are looking at.
Running all of this requires unprecedented hardware. Elon Musk's SpaceX is planning a massive $55 billion investment into a new terafab AI chip plant in Texas, aiming to produce enough chips to support up to 200 gigawatts of compute per year.
That is a staggering amount of power, and it highlights the massive compute crunch the industry is facing. In fact, Anthropic just secured a major deal to use Musk's Colossus One supercomputer, operated by xAI, to handle their recent 80x growth.
Which is quite the plot twist considering Musk's ongoing high-stakes trial against OpenAI. Testimonies are unearthing serious internal disputes, with Musk alleging OpenAI abandoned its nonprofit mission. He is seeking the removal of leadership and up to $150 billion in damages.
It is a landmark legal battle that could redefine how frontier AI companies are governed. Evidence is even showing Musk previously wanted to integrate OpenAI into Tesla as a for-profit unit, so the drama is far from over.
Shifting gears to cybersecurity, AI is proving to be an incredible defensive tool. Mozilla just used Anthropic's Mythos AI to find 271 high-severity security bugs in Firefox, and they did it with almost zero false positives.
That is unheard of in traditional bug hunting. OpenAI is also stepping up here, expanding their Trusted Access for Cyber program with new GPT 5.5 models specifically to help defenders accelerate vulnerability research.
To support all these new enterprise agents, Google just unveiled their GKE Agent Sandbox and a new hypercluster at Cloud Next 26. The hypercluster can manage up to 1 million chips from a single control plane.
With infrastructure scaling like that, the actual writing of code is becoming the easiest part of software development. As we heard at a recent engineering conference, AI is pushing coding costs near zero, meaning the real bottleneck has officially shifted to strategic architectural decisions.
Speaking of consumer impact, Google is launching a Gemini-powered AI health coach later this month for $10 a month. They're pairing it with the new Fitbit Air, a tiny, screenless wearable that collects continuous health data for a week on a single charge.
It is a totally integrated approach to personal wellness. And in another wild consumer pivot, the dating app Bumble is reportedly eliminating the traditional swipe feature entirely. They're rolling out an AI dating assistant named Bee to personalize matchmaking.
It is fascinating to see core business models being rewritten by AI. But while the tech race is forward, regulation is tapping the brakes. European Union nations just approved a provisional agreement that delays the AI Act's restrictions on high-risk applications.
Exactly. They're pushing those enforcement deadlines back to late 2027 or 2028 to give small and medium businesses more flexibility, though things like deepfake labeling will still take effect in August.
That flexibility will definitely be needed as models continue to evolve at this blistering pace. The OpenAI real-time voice updates alone are going to completely change how we interact with software over the next few months.
We will be tracking all of those changes as they happen. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave us a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It really helps the show.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you tomorrow for more AI news.